Okay. Oh, look at me, everybody. I just woke up. Oh, are you coming to a Mala method? Yay. It's an overcast day, but it doesn't look like it's gonna rain, so that's gonna be excellent for a Mala method this morning. So I'm excited to see you. I'll see Jean too. See you soon. Awesome. Good morning. I was supposed to like not start popping on here every single morning until next week. But I do what I want, friends, and that's what I'm learning about myself. I just do what I want. Um, yes, so we are here to discuss yesterday. All right. Um, Personally, I was okay yesterday, but I feel like there was a reason for that. Because yesterday was not cool for a lot of people, and collectively, not cool. And I remember waking up yesterday and I was like, okay, it's July 15th. What is it about today? Like, what am I supposed to remember about this day? And it didn't hit me until the end of the day, I mean, for me personally, what that date was. But throughout the day, there was a whole lot of energetic chaos. All right. And I woke up this morning and Peony was like, let's go on the internet. Don't put any makeup on or anything. But I do have my coffee. So, hi guys. Let's discuss. Right now, we are in a really weird place energetically because there really isn't anything to ground into at this time, right? That's the way it should be, but it feels really bad, okay? And you don't have to feel bad all day. You don't have to feel bad all the time. But there are going to be moments where the collective kind of reaches this like boiling point, and you probably are going to feel that. Also, yesterday, a lot of pets died, okay, in my circle. And I want to talk about that too because um, a lot of people uh, do not understand how intense it is to lose a loved animal when you connect with animals on a certain level. Um, you know, it just kind of is what it is, right? With how people are. I am one of those people who connects with animals more than I connect with people. So when my one of my animals passes, it is a very traumatic event for me, and it's not unlike losing a loved one who was a human person. There is really, for me, no energetic difference between that. And sometimes it's even worse because with an animal, animals are so much more pure in energy than a human is. They love you unconditionally. And when you have that relationship with an animal, losing them is just not cool. And then on top of it, you have a lot of people around you who are sympathetic, but are like, it's been 24 hours, man. Like, just get another dog. And you're like, whoa. So I just want to send out love to all of my friends who I know lost a beloved pet yesterday. Um, it is really hard. It is shitty. And I send lots and lots of love. And if you know somebody who has lost a pet, just remember it's truly like they've lost a person. So, let us remember that and not minimize the sadness that's happening there. So that's happening. Also, back to the not being grounded situation. Everything is really shifting and literally shifting. And when that happens, we are kind of up in this like weird ether space where we can't root down, okay? And when you can't root down, as a human being, you feel really unsteady and you feel like you're flying off in all directions. And you can be up, you can be down, you can be sideways, like you can be all these different ways. The trick is going to be, how do you get yourself into flow to the point where feeling like this is okay? Like, all right, I can do this. How do you get yourself into a place where you do not think that you are responsible for everybody else's traumas, emotional responses, and lashing out, and whatever else, whatever other behavior is happening around you? Because the thing is, everybody is reacting to this differently. And you guys are in the unique position of understanding this more than most people, okay? And when you understand the energetics of what's happening more than those around you, it really can be even more difficult sometimes, because they are freaking out in a way that you don't necessarily want to freak out, because you know more and you understand more and you're feeling the things. But then it's hard not to kind of be shed upon with that energy. So that brings me to the next thing I want to tell you. Right now, energetic boundaries are going to save your life. We cannot go around soaking up other people's bullshit, even out of love and empathy and, whatever else. We can't be there for people in a way that allows us to sponge from them, okay? We've got to learn how to keep our energy clear and in our own field, and how to protect ourselves from people who don't know how to do that. So, for example, when I have a few intuition mentorship clients that we work one-on-one, and we do exercises throughout the week. Ooh, it's 8:08. One of the exercises last night was feeling the difference between being in a small group of people who are, people you like and not strangers, but having people not put up energetic boundaries, and then having them just talk and like be around you and you feeling that, and then have them throw up their boundaries and see how different that feels. It's huge. If we learn how to have those boundaries, we are being kind to those around us by not spilling all of our stuff without permission, right, energetically, and vice versa. So it creates a much calmer container to interact in. And then we get to the place of consent, right? Where you're deciding, yes, we mutually are agreeing to share energy, to tap into each other, to feel what each other are feeling. We have consented to this, so it's not an onslaught. So we've got to learn how to put up our boundaries when we are out interacting. It doesn't matter who it is, because it's not about removing yourself from like the flow of humanity. It's about keeping yourself protected so you don't like lose your mind all the time. We need our energy for ourselves right now, because we are going through such a huge upgrade at a cellular level that we need it all to kind of flush it through our system and do the healing and do the upgrading. We can't constantly be battling other people's shit all the time. And I'm going to tell you, if you're watching this and you do all the things with me and like you're in my groups, that means you are an intuitive person and you are very empathetic, and likely you receive lots of people's energy without permission all the time. You would be shocked to see how it feels to actually shut that down and not feel it, because you're probably getting such a large amount you think is 75% yours. Coffee sips. So what I'm trying to figure out is how to offer you guys some sort of, I don't know, workshop or something that will help you to develop your energetic boundaries, so that you don't have this happening. It works best one-on-one as intuition mentorship. So if you are interested in doing that, do it, man, because it is so helpful to work one-on-one, develop those boundaries, test it out, do lots of experimenting, so you are feeling very confident in the fact that when you wake up in the morning, boom, you got your stuff up. And you can also start training the people around you to be more responsible with their energy as well, right? And making decisions about, don't really want to be around that person as much as I normally do. So that would be like ideal choice if that's within something that you can do to do intuition mentorship as a monthly thing. So 4 sessions. The other thing is I'm enrolling for the 6-week course in September, and that will have all of this in it. But I feel like September's a little bit far away, so I'm wondering if you guys would like some sort of mini workshop of some sort to like do this together virtually. I don't know. I'm noodling like um, what would be most helpful for you to kind of bridge the gap between now and September, because I feel like very, very much we really need to learn how to do this so that as things continue to get more chaotic, which they are, we have the tools in place that we know how to use. We all have tools already, but we need to be able to use them with skill, with precision, and with consistency. So those 3 things are very important. So if you are feeling the feels, just know you're not alone. It's collectively kind of a mess. So I guess let me know what you would like. I'm thinking probably a little mini workshop as kind of a bridge between now and September would be helpful. But definitely, if you can swing it to work one-on-one, do that. I can take 2 more intuition mentorship clients at this time. And this is also something that if you book a reading, we can discuss it. So there's many options to kind of do that. And I'm going to figure out how to do the workshop and maybe do some sort of a video on it. But the videos are great, but this is something that's best to kind of work with together so we can experiment and feel and do all the things. So that's that. I am planning to figure out some way to do the energy update tomorrow from my in-laws' house. So I will do that. So it'll be tomorrow at 8:30. A little bit different than usual, but is what it is. We're midway through July though, and that's a big deal. As you've already noticed, July has felt not the same as June, but equally eventful and in many different ways. We're rolling up on the new moon in Cancer, and for restoration members, that's going to be Monday night at 6. Start thinking about that. Start thinking about all of the new moon intentions you've had so far that you've seeded, and start thinking about how those have worked out for you. Think about how you feel emotionally about the things you've released in the, I think, 3 full moons that we've had together so far. All of these things are important and are going to be building up with each other. And as we move into new moon in Cancer, we're really going to be looking at the emotional aspect of this and how it has affected us on that level, and talking about our feelings, because this is going to be really important as we move forward, that we're able to recognize our feelings, understand why we're feeling them, locate the traumas, and do the work to release what needs to be released. Because the way that we're moving so very, very fast, we don't have time for all this heaviness, right? So heaviness from like ancient trauma and like lineage trauma moving all the way up needs to go, and all the other stuff in between. So lots of work, very fast paced, energy's bananas as per usual. But just remember, you are learning things that will help you to stay grounded and to understand where you are in the big scheme of all of these things. So trust what you're learning, trust yourself, trust your gut. Please do not watch news, Facebook feeds, or whatever else you do with the idea that you're receiving pure truth about anything. If you are watching something and it starts to fill you with anxiety, don't be a hero and think that by allowing that to be in your system, you are somehow doing a virtuous thing and learning. You are not. You're just eating fear, and that helps nobody. So know the facts and then unplug, because getting plugged into that matrix of anxiety, fear, and it's like this, is going to make you crazy and very, very upset. And it's not going to help you to do anything productive. So just remember that. We are now needing to look at everything we eat. That includes the people we interact with, any news outlets that we are in contact with, any information, honestly, that comes in, we need to be looking at and saying, do I want to eat this? Is this healthy for me? Okay. So that's where I'm going to leave you, because I need to get ready for a mala method. I'm excited to see some of you outside in a little bit. I don't think it's going to rain, so that's good. It's not going to be super hot, which is also good. And if you are coming today, if you feel like bringing the special crystal that's calling to you, all right, love you guys. I hope this was helpful. Mwah.